So reasoning upon those things there, otherwise some of the history, etc. Like we're gonna come to it in a little bit. I know that I has a project in the UK.
Yeah.
The Music Academy, the Black History Exhibition. We're gonna come to those things. Can I tell us briefly about the importance of the teachings of His Majesty that I just mentioned before we head into the music as well, of course?
Well, the teachings of His Imperial Majesty is very, very important, as the Bible is important to the religious people of the world, because His Imperial Majesty's speeches actually tells you about the past, present and future of the world. Just like the Bible, itself, it carries that significance and that inspiration like what the Bible has. So we as Rastafari children, when we actually read His Imperial Majesty's speeches, it does us well. It does us very well. And His Imperial Majesty's speeches actually can magically improve your vocabulary. His Imperial Majesty's speeches can increase your vocabulary. Many of our Rastafari elders, the Asian, they learn to read by reading the Bible. Some people may ban the Bible, they may disregard the Bible, they may say it's wrong, but I know say that it was the Bible that opened up the eyes of many Rastafari brethren and sisters. You see it? So that's why people say, what Bible do you Rastafari read? And I say to them, we read the same Bible that you read, the King James Version, but we read it with an open mind and with foresight. You see it? So when we read the Bible, we get the full strength out of it. Even if the strength was taken out, the strength is still there for I and the source of the Bible. So with His Imperial Majesty's speeches, the energy and the source is directly there. And like I said, when you read His Imperial Majesty's speeches, it can improve your vocabulary. Yes? And your intellect as well. Yes? So we have Proverbs, which increases a one's wisdom. See? You have the book of Enoch. You have, Melchizedek. You have the Maccabees, So, all in one, His Imperial Majesty's Bible, which is the Ethiopian Bible, have all of the books. The King James Version just have 66. But we as the Ethiopian, we have, is it 88 books. It's 88 books we have, yeah. So that's how it runs. You see it? So in the Ethiopian Bible, there's 88 books. So obviously the Ethiopian Bible is more of the original Bible. It's the original Bible, So so we just have to go forward and keep the light burning as Rastafari children and listen to the elders. Yes, there is a time when elders do go astray. There is a time when children go astray. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just the mother and fathers blaming it on the children and the children blaming it on the mother and fathers. We are all here, as it says in Psalms 82, we are gods, but we shall fall like the princes. So you just have to know yourself and know your manifestation here on earth. You see what I'm saying? And as we know the power of the Psalms, there is always, a prayer for forgiveness. But that does not mean you're going to commit a sin willfully, because you can sin and you might not even know that you sin. You see what I'm saying? But with the righteous, the correction is very swift. So you will know, because His Imperial Majesty would let you know. But as any parent that loves their child will not harm that child when they're chastising that child or correcting that child. So His Imperial Majesty, He has a special love for us, so we will be corrected correctly. You see it? Yeah. So never fear the correction of Rastafari, because he can even send your brother to correct you. He can send your sister to correct you. You see it? Yes, because the Almighty comes in all forms and shapes. You see it? Like the leaf that drops, the leaf that takes his time with the wind and come forward on the floor. You see it? So yeah. In the water that we drink, in the herb tea, in all things.
Yeah, truly. So since we're on the topic, I may want to ask about the AI's youth projects that the AI has been involved in the UK. We see some things online. We know that I had the Solomon Music Academy, which I want to come to. But I know that I also had the African Heritage Black History Exhibition,
That's right.
which has been in various schools and different places in
That's
the UK.
right. That's right.
Yeah, man, so tell us about this project, and as well, like we're saying, the importance of this knowledge coming through.
Well, you see, the Solomon Music Academy was founded in 1997.
Okay.
And what happened, I was working for Youth World, working with the youth, singing, writing songs, and then we take them to the studio. So it was mentioned to me, Solomon, why don't you start your own Solomon Music Academy? So I approached the mayor of Waltham Forest, and he endorsed it, and then he gave me funders, which was Awards for All, the Jack Petrie funding, the Metropolitan Police funding, the local funding from the local funding of the council, Waltham Forest Local Council, and other funders as well, So that was established, and then they provided the youth centers and also the libraries and other the art galleries as well for Solomon Music Academy to continue the project. We had a secretary, financial secretary, treasurer, a proper organization, and it was the organization was the youth. So I was the coordinator, and we had the youth as the chair and set up, and we done very well. And we was running up until 2014. They started to decide to cut funding, and obviously a lot of the youth projects felt it because they started to cut the funding. So the Black History Exhibition was actually running at the same time, so God's grace, they was funding the academy and funding the exhibition, and we was the first ones to actually go into Waltham Forest, the museum, the Vestry House Museum, and put on the Black History exhibitions. Then they gave us William Morris, the art galleries, and we just went from strength to strength. So I know these things could work, so yes, that's been a great part of I life. So that's why when you see an artist like myself, you can never judge the level of success because there's all different levels of success.
Yeah.
So what I may be see as successful in I music forward, then a next one could see it as less, or next one could see it as more. You see what I'm forwarding to? So yeah, so it's been a great musical, magical musical journey for I, you know? Yeah, definitely. And helped many youths, hundreds of youths, because I even went into the school, we done entry, you know, we done our levels, senior, you know? So yeah, we work with a lot of youths. And you know, sometimes when I'm in Walthamstow in East London and other parts, you know, sir, they might recognize me because they're big now. They're very big now, you know. They're very big. Some of them started 7, 8, 9. They're 20, 21X going up now. Yeah, and I still see them when I'm on my moves and that, you know.
Yes, sir. And so, like with the Music Academy, what kind of projects was it doing, like getting the children to?
We was getting what we was doing in the Solomon Music Academy, we was getting the funding to run like a 2-hour duration, twice, 3 times a week at different centers, and then the project may last for 3 months. What we do now is like for the first 2 months rehearsing, first write your song, then rehearsing, and then we take them to the studio, make the backing track, and then invite the councillors and the mayors and the people like that, and then they see what we do, and they give the Solomon Music Academy has got awards, and we've got certificates. So those certificates will be given to the students by the mayor and the MPs of the local borough. You know? Rumors is spreading.